Okay, so I literally got Olivia the best Christmas presents ever, and I'm gonna make her open them up on camera. Let's see how this goes. All right, so let's see how this goes. Hey, Liv.
Yes.
Do you want to come open a Christmas present?
Babe, haven't we been over this? It's not Christmas yet.
Yeah, but this is for YouTube. Because I have bought you the greatest Christmas present that has ever been, and I want it documented, and I want all these people to have to watch how awesome I was in getting you literally the best Christmas present ever.
So you're blaming YouTube
I'm not.
for opening early.
I'm not blaming YouTube.
Uh-huh.
I am giving YouTube the gift of watching you open the most awesome Christmas present ever.
Okay. You're gonna have to give me a minute. Hello, YouTube.
Say hi, YouTube. Are you coming yet?
Okay, give me just 1 second.
Hurry up, please.
You realize we're not even supposed to be doing this.
Yep.
Wow, that's great.
Yep. Sit.
Here?
Sit. Right there. All right. Like I said, get prepared for the greatest Christmas present you've ever received.
I'm ready. Is there an order?
Yes, of course there's an order. Go from the thin top one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. What? Wait. How did you even get this?
I won't be in camera for a lot of this, but
We couldn't even find this anywhere. Where did you get this? What? Oh my gosh. This is amazing.
okay.
Yes.
So for those who don't know, yes, love you. Okay, I'm glad you're a part of this.
We'll just let him explain it.
You could explain it if you wanted. Okay, love you. Okay, so for those who don't know,
Yeah.
what is Moonstone the game? And why is this the greatest gift that has ever been given?
So Moonstone is a game where basically the whole point is you have what's called a troop. The troop consists of whatever race you want to play and like a mix of races. So Garmin wants to play the fairies, I want to play the gnomes, but you could always mix those.
It works like a war band in a lot of other skirmish games.
Basically,
war
yeah.
games, that sort of thing.
And the whole point is that you're taking your troop around and you're collecting these precious moonstones that are really valuable in this world. And then obviously at the end of the game, whoever has the most moonstones is the winner.
Yeah. Only 4 rounds, which
Yeah.
is pretty wild. Now, when you're dealing with like 6 models, like if it's a 2-player game, it'll be 6 models versus 6 models. That still can take a little while.
Yeah.
But it's also pretty neat that it's only 4 rounds, so it's not just this long,
Drawn
unlimited
out.
amount
Yeah.
of time, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely unique, which we'll get into our next thing.
Yeah. Look at it. Look at this beauty. This is so sick. Well, we have to dive into that later.
Yep.
All right, what's next? Wait,
Okay.
is this all Moonstone stuff?
You have to open the present to know what it is.
Okay. All right. So
Okay.
what's next?
So next is the let's go big guy. Let's go big guy next.
Big guy. Interesting. Usually you save the big ones for last. All right. Okay.
Also, watch the swinging the hands wildly next to the microphone.
I don't do this every day. Apologies. It looks like I need scissors. Do you have scissors?
I'll go get 'em.
Okay. I'll try to open this in the meantime. Ugh. It's a little tight. Thank you. Hopefully I don't break anything. I'm trying to open a box.
I mean, more don't cut yourself while you're trying to open the box.
I have done that before.
Oh, I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Ooh. Brothers in Arms. Nice. This has Young Jack, Braddock, and Morris. Oh my gosh, Morris is my favorite. And I don't know if I'll be pointing to the right one, but that's him. He's so great. Okay. Ooh, blood magic. So this is the fairies. This has Foxglove, Diana, Queen of the Fae.
Okay, so there are a few
Belladonna.
things in the box for me, and the fairies happen to be mine. But that's a little disclaimer. So it's a little my present too.
But these are sick.
Okay.
These are
So next big question. I'm going to put a little context out there. Olivia and I play a lot of tabletop role-playing games, specifically Dungeons and Dragons, and honestly, war games scared us for a really long time. It was one of those things where, like, sometimes the models would be cool. Particularly, she would be interested in something because she would want to paint it, or I would be interested in it because I would think, like, wow, that would make a cool villain in an RPG campaign.
Sure.
But the rule sets and honestly the flavor of a lot of the games really didn't do it for us. So then we started looking around at a lot of different options of a war game that she and I would both enjoy, that we could play together when, you know, our Dungeons and Dragons friends couldn't get together or whatever. So now with that little bit of context, I'll ask her the question. In this world of just hundreds of war games and skirmish games that you could play, what was it about Moonstone that when you started, like, watching videos on it and we started reading on it, that you were like, oh, this is definitely the game that I want to play?
I mean, there's two reasons I can think of off the top of my head. I think the first being when we play D&D, the worst part of D&D for me is the combat. I don't know. I kind of fall more into the role-playing. And I think with combat, it seems very repetitive. You're kind of doing the same thing for multiple rounds. So after a while, it kind of gets... I don't want to say boring, because I love every aspect of D&D, but it's just one of those situations where you're kind of hoping for it to kind of end so that you can get back into doing other parts of D&D. So I think for Moonstone, at least through the playthroughs that I've watched, everyone who plays it is really kind of engaged in the characters and the role-playing part of it, and it has less of a focus on actual fighting. I mean, obviously there's combat, but the whole purpose is you're supposed to be running around collecting these moonstones and then have the most at the end of the game. So it's not necessarily I'm shooting you and you're shooting me kind of thing. We're doing more, intricate things throughout the game. So I think that was initially the coolest part for me.
The other half of that is, like, you could obviously run around and gather the most moonstones.
Right.
But if I kill all your people off, they can't gather
Collect
moonstones. So
right.
there's in it for both interests.
Yeah, I think it's just on how you want to play it.
Sure. But then again, for both of us, I think both our troops,
yeah.
Sorry,
yeah.
are going to be running around gathering moonstones.
Yeah.
Neither of us are the like, oh, I can't wait to kill the other person dead. Which is why we had such a hard time finding a war game that really worked for us.
Yeah. So that was the first thing. I think the second thing for me is, I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at the characters in Moonstone, but they're pretty amazing.
I mean, it's really a super high highlight.
Yeah, the names and stuff that kind of go with these is hilarious. I mean, you've got Billy on a goat. I mean, hilarious.
And like another huge part of the game that really jumped out to me, particularly when I, got this stuff in and was wrapping it before you had a chance to look at it, is like Billy has listed his hobbies, like before any of his stats, and the hobbies, at least as far as I can tell, have absolutely no bearing on the rest of the gameplay, other than it just lets you know a little bit about the model that's on your table.
Right.
Those are the details for me that immediately made this game feel like it was a good fit for us.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of some of the other funny... Baron Von Fancy Hat. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want to play a character like that? Like, he's amazing. But yeah, I think that was the other part of it for me. It was less these statue miniatures who are just walking and killing the other person. I mean, these characters you can really bring to life, and that's what I love about D&D, which I think I'm gonna love about this game. So those are the two things I can think of immediately.
Yeah.
Pretty excited to get started with it. Oh, we got Moonstone cards. Okay, so these are the
oh my god.
These are the attack cards. Oh, the catastrophe cards.
Okay.
And then we also, here's the, wow, that's sick. So if you can get I don't know that you can get a good look at these, but.
Again, another fun reaction to get on her face on camera. She's going to be the one who paints all of these models, by the way. So I would like to hand her the Diana model on camera so she can see how, well, what it is.
Did you open it?
Yes, I did.
Let me see. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well, those are going to be quite the experience to paint. Okay, I don't know if you can tell or not, but, like, look how tiny these are. Like, this is my finger. Ugh, I don't know. We'll see how that goes. And here's our little measuring thing. Helps us measure out our turns. All right, let's see. Oh, Mr. Toodles.
Mr. Toodles?
Mr. Toodles.
Oh.
He's...
Okay, I need to be a part of this one.
Okay, well, it's very difficult to
Okay,
open. I'm not sure what happened.
You do something else. I'm going to do this one.
All right. Here's the Enclave. This is more fairies. So this has Tito, Freya, and the Fencer. I'll show you the back here so you can see. That's sick.
His ability is called Panic and Flee. That's my favorite thing.
Where's the model? Let me see. Ooh. What's hilarious is that we call him Mr. Toodles, and then literally on his little band it says Mr. Toodle.
With no S?
No S. Mr. Toodle. So maybe we have it wrong.
Maybe we have it wrong. Nope. Toodles. See? Toodles.
Toodles. This is more of a size I can get down with. The fairies are quite small. And then the last thing in here is Mama's Boys, which I am like the most pumped about. This has Billy, Mama Gimbal, and Coral, and they are super sick models.
Okay, so one last question.
Yeah.
What troop will you be playing? Oh, let me rephrase that. What troop will be losing every time we play?
So the troop that will be winning, which happens to be the one that I'm playing, is actually the gnomes. Don't let him shake his head at you. I'm playing the gnomes for really no other purpose than, Garmin can really speak to this, but I play small races when I play D&D.
All the time.
I don't know what it
All
is.
the time.
I love them.
Barbarian? Yep, she's gonna play a gnome barbarian.
Or a dwarf. I like dwarves.
You do like dwarves. You actually don't. Well, I guess you do play a couple of halflings.
Usually gnomes and dwarves.
Yeah.
Usually. But anyway, the gnomes really stuck out to me, obviously, for that purpose. But one of my favorite characters, her name's Mama Gimbal, but she's just adorable. And then the other part of it is, like, literally, her whole thing is that she makes what's called tea cakes. And they literally have a recipe for tea cakes. I mean why? I don't know, but that's so cool.
Maybe we haven't looked at enough war games, and definitely this is one of those things where drop it in the comments below if we're missing something.
Yeah, maybe not. I don't
but
know.
Are there like lots of like recipes that are showing up in war game like players' handbooks? That's such a cool detail, and anybody who's watched any of like the D&D book reviews that I've done on the channel will know it's those little bits of flavor that are what make a monster manual a really great monster manual for me. And this book is just absolutely jam-packed with that stuff.
Yeah. So gnomes for me, obviously, I think as we have more experience and we play more games, I'll change it up. But I'm starting with the gnomes because that's what I'm the most excited about.
Yep. Nice.
Yeah. And
I'm playing the fairies.
You're doing fairies first. Yeah.
Who are going to win all the time.
You say that.
All the time.
Yeah.
I just want you to be ready. I want you to be. I want your heart to be prepared to just get crushed every time we play.
There's no worries on this end. I mean, I understand that when you're insecure about it, you have to repeat it to yourself multiple times. So that's fine if that's your method.
We will do battle reports on the channel. You all will be the judge. I'm going to end up getting roasted. Like, I'm going to lose every time on every battle report that we film.
I hope so.
And I'm just going to get roasted for this.
Well, I already know that's happening. So, again, if you're not prepared for that, maybe you want to...
Maybe scratch it. We're done. No more Moonstone. I'm out. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Definitely, I think Moonstone is going to be a thing that we're going to do every once in a while. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be something that, like, it's going to become a Moonstone channel or anything, but I definitely would like to do a showing our different troops and talking about them. That would be fun.
Well, I do have a lot of painting to do. So.
She has a lot of painting to do. Yeah. It would be really fun to do some kind of a battle report, whether like an abbreviated one or something.
Yeah.
So hopefully that would be fun, and hopefully you all would enjoy that. But with that said, I gave her the greatest gift ever. I'm very proud of myself.
You did. It was very good.
Thank you. Love you. If you enjoyed this content, definitely leave me a like down below. Throw a comment down. Is this the first time you're hearing of it? Or is this something that you've known about for a while? That would be awesome. Any strategy suggestions out there, let her know. I will be sure to give her that information so that she has it, because she's going to need it. That was the implication there.
I got that.
And then be sure to share this video with a friend that you think would enjoy it. That's the best way to help a small YouTube channel out. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And you get to watch more of this face talk about tabletop games and making terrain and stuff. So again, thanks so much for watching. Hope you have a happy holiday, and we'll see you next Thursday.
It was nice meeting you.
Okay, can you let me up? Because I got to turn the camera up. I gotta go
Get
turn
up.
the cam. I gotta turn the camera off. Come on, guy. Gracious. YouTube, I'm sorry. This video is gonna be 1,000 hours long.
Because of our dog.
He just won't get up.
You're getting in the way.